Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Join me for a calming session of color discovery as we go through the 100 watercolor set of the Gansai Tambi. Let's go down to the desk. Let's savor each color. So let's go down to the desk and we'll get started. I'm so excited to swatch these Gansai Tambi 100 color set. I've been looking so forward to doing this with you. So I'm going to open them and let's go over our other supplies first. So I'm going to swatch these. I thought about swatching them on Arches paper. I thought that I would swatch them in my Etcher sketchbook. This is brand new. I just got it. I think you've probably seen it in my haul. And it is a square format. It's a little pricey, but what I like about it is it does have nice white cold press paper. Now, this is 100 colors, and the white probably won't show up on it. Oh, look, this Etcher sketchbook has a pocket in the back. Let's see, is it a gusseted pocket? Yes, it is. So it will hold things. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so 100 paints. So my plan is to do this in the back of the book so I can do some art in the front of the book. Okay, so I might leave the very back page to write some of my thoughts. So if I do 3, 6, 9 swatches on each page, 11 pages. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I thought maybe I had 2 pages in one, but okay, so I think that's a good place to start. I'm just gonna pull that out so this will lay more flat. I think I'll start over here. And we'll open this box. Another thing I have is I have a Princeton brush. I think I'm going to do it with this number 8, Princeton Neptune. So it's a nice soft brush and it holds a lot of water. And then I have a Pigma Micron to label them as I go. I'll do that off camera so you don't have to be bored, because this is probably going to take a little bit. Here's this Gansai Tambi. Oh, and I also have a little plate, just a little white plate to, if I want to mix it out a little bit. I don't know that I'll use it, but it's there if we want it. And I do have my water and paper towel. And I'm going to take these off. And I think we'll just go layer by layer. These are so beautiful. I almost hate to mess them up, but you know, I'm going to mess them up because these are to use, not to just look at. All right. Oh, isn't that so pretty? Let's go through and look at each layer as we go. There's the first layer. Here's the second layer. I'm going to be doing it on these too. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Here's the third. And these swatch cards are labeled 1 through 4, 2 through 4, 3 of 4. Oh, those greens. Oh, I am loving them so far, just looking at them. And then 4 of 4. Gorgeous. Now these all look the same, but they're going to be different. And these all look the same, but they're going to be different. So I'm excited to get to this last layer. So let's put these all back together. You want me to hold them up? That's layer number 4. Here's layer number 3. Gorgeous greens. That's going to make some beautiful botanicals. Layer 2. Gorgeous, gorgeous. They're just so beautiful. And layer 1. So my plan is to not edit this video at all. However, I sometimes get in the zone and don't talk very much. So if I see a long pause or something, I might cut it out, but I won't cut out any of the visuals. So I'll just have to see about that as I go. I'm so glad that you guys are excited and are joining me to swatch these paints. If you like these kind of videos, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. I've really enjoyed, talking to you down in the comments this past week. And I look forward to your comments on how you enjoy these paints or are thinking about buying them. I'm going to do some ovals, I think. I think I'm just going to do 3 or 9 ovals across the whole page. And, we'll just go from there. So let's get started. Let's get started with just this. First one is lemon yellow. It's a gorgeous lemon yellow. Now, I did not spray any of these down, but look at the pickup on that. It just saturates the brush. So I don't plan on having to, oh gosh, it's almost like I'm holding my breath. This is so beautiful. They're so silky. They're so silky. They just feel like, I don't know. I don't know how to compare them. They just are super, super silky and so vibrant on this paper. And that lemon yellow almost looks like a fluorescent. So I'm just scraping my brush and along the side of the water, and then just touching my brush to the paper towel to get the extra water off so it's not dripping. It's not dripping off. And then I'm going to go in and get this next color, which is Aurelian. And I want to go slightly more towards the middle because I want these swatches to be nice. It's going in my really nice sketchbook. Got a little something on there. So pretty. I might do those color sheets later, so I don't kind of get off. Scraping my brush, touching my brush to the paper towel. Okay, the next color is cadmium yellow. I didn't look up the light fastness. Let's see if it says over here. I don't have any information except for the number and the name. It says vivid colors with a wide range of vivid colors can be used without mixing colors. It can be used for a variety of purposes such as sketching, illustrated, sumi, and more. All right, here is cadmium yellow. That's a good one. That's a good yellow. If you only had to choose one yellow, this would be a good one to choose. You can buy these colors open stock at Blick. I did go on and look at that. All right, the next color we have is a Acru Beige. Oh, this is so pretty. It is a little bit like buff titanium. And this is more opaque. That cadmium was opaque. So pretty. My circles or ovals are not going to be exactly the same across, but you know, it's all right. They'll still be pretty. The next one is natural beige. I don't know if you'll see this on. Oh, this reminds me of that warm white a little bit. Very pretty. Very pretty. You get into colors, and I don't know why I like more opaque watercolors. I mean, I like transparent colors, but these are so pretty. And some people say that they are like in between gouache and watercolor. They feel more like watercolor, like an opaque watercolor. I don't know. Okay, so this is a pretty one. Rose beige. This has got a slight pink undertone. So pretty. That reminds me of the inside of a seashell. It could be, you know, I don't know, it's just so pretty. Okay, and the next one is cadmium orange. Now this feels a little bit different in the pan. It has a little bit of a syrupy feel to it, this cadmium orange. As I picked it up. Some people that doesn't bother, some people it would. You know, it just depends on your sensitivity It doesn't bother me that it feels like that coming out of the pan, but when I put it down, it didn't feel syrupy on the paper. So if it does, I will let you know. Okay, and the next color we have is a vermilion. See how much color that is picking up? It's just picking up a lot of color. Beautiful red. These Princeton brushes, they hold a lot of water. So, you know, you don't have to go back in and get more and more and more. So they'll take care of a good swatch, or, you know, so you don't have to be constantly dipping your brush into the water to prevent that drag, you know. So the next color we have is cadmium scarlet. Cadmium scarlet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So pretty. So pretty. This is, I don't know how much difference that these two have in them. They're fairly close. They're fairly close. All right, so I think I'm gonna do the reds, get through the reds, and then I'm gonna stop and label, and then come back on and then move on to the next color family. Okay, so this one is cadmium red. Oh, this is a nice red. Very neutral red, not too pink, not too orange. Oh my gosh, these paints go down like butter. They feel so good to paint with. Very relaxing. Very relaxing to paint with. Okay, and then the next one is just called red. That's even more neutral. And this even might have a little bit of blue leaning. So pretty. Yeah, that's so saturated. Okay, the next one is Rose Madder. And this will be a little bit more pink as well. Oh no, I skipped one. Let me make sure. This next one is, I skipped one on my sheet. This one is Carmine. One thing I do like about these paints is they are printed on the back of them. So you know which color is which. Okay, so this is carmine. I almost made a boo-boo. I'm just trying to relax into it and not rush. Enjoy the swatching process. Yeah, that's really pink. Enjoy the swatching process, because that is really a place where you can really relax and enjoy your colors and enjoy your paper, enjoy your quiet time. You know, it just feels good to swatch. It just really does. All right, this next one is Rose Madder. It's really pink. Very transparent. See that little bit of resist there on the paper? I don't know if that's from my hands. Maybe some oil on my hands. But it is beaten up a little bit. That's so pretty though. The next one we have is Rose Madder Deep. Rose Madder Deep. Oh, that's a nice magenta color. Wonder if there's a magenta. I don't see one. I'm really looking forward to some of these paints here in the lower part. It says that you don't need to mix the paints, but you definitely can mix the paints. So if you know, you can do anything you want to. You don't have to do. There are no rules in art. Somebody told me that. The next color we have is purple. Yeah, I took a workshop. I think taking workshops is a good idea. It stretches and opens your mind to new techniques, opens your mind to new artists. You know, it's hard to learn everything from YouTube. YouTube's got some great teachers though. I was watching one today. Julia, I can't remember. Let me find that, and I'll tell you, she was really good. Let me find that. Look, that's granulating a little bit. Let me go to my YouTube app and I'll turn that volume down so it won't. Let's see. How do I get to my history? Well, here, she's on the TV now. Let me figure that out. It's Julia Veenstra, artist. I will link her channel in the description below. She's an acrylic artist, but she's so fun to watch. So fun to watch. But anyway, you know, she has classes even. And I think classes and workshops are a good way to broaden your area of knowledge. Broaden your area of knowledge. And some of her techniques and processes could be applied to watercolor. Some of her stroke work and stuff. It's possible. I'm going to try it. So the next color we have is maroon. I'm looking forward to this one. A little bit of shaky hands. That's okay. Oh, this is a deep, dark burgundy. So pretty. It's almost like a red wine. Red. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Now this next one says alizarin crimson, but it looks kind of opaque to me. I don't know. Can you see it? Let me get it. It says alizarin crimson on the back. Make sure my brush don't drip. Alizarin crimson, but it looks like it's more like a mauve or something. See how it turns white? And that pretty much indicates that there is a filler of some sort. That will dry down and go away. I love this color, but it doesn't look like your typical alizarin crimson. Look at it. Oh my gosh, look at it. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's like a dusty rose. I think this is in the Art Nouveau set. This and a couple of these are in the Art Nouveau. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. Okay, we'll do this last one and then I will label all these and we'll go back to the next page. This next one is Mauve Taupe. Now look at this. If I can get it out. Isn't that pretty? I just don't have enough room to there. Maybe you can see the colors better. Mauve Taupe. Oh, that's so pretty too. I get a little bit wonky myself with my shaky hands. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to label these and we'll be back. Let me give you a close-up of those. These are so beautiful. Okay, so I have all these labeled. I'm going to hold them up for you so you can screenshot this if you'd like. They're beautiful, beautiful colors. And I'm ready to go on to the next page. So we'll continue our ovals or eggs or whatever you want to call them and go on to the next color. The next color we got coming up is Potter's Pink. Oh, I'm excited for this color. I think that's in the Art Nouveau set too that I have. I love these paints. Get my water, and this one is number 19, Potter's Pink. These paints just really pick up the pigment. Okay, just breathe. Oh, just breathe. Doesn't matter if I mess up. I love this colors too. This is like a creamy pink, muted pink color. It's beautiful. Beautiful. All right, and the next one is Coral Pink. Oh, this one's pretty too. I think it's in the, I'm gonna have to figure out what's in the Art Nouveau set compared to this one. Let's get this one down and then I'll pull that out. Oh my goodness. I love this color too. This is so beautiful. So pretty. Now that is like the inside of a seashell. Really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, coral pink and then pale pink. Oh, I said I was going to pull that out. Shoot. Where is my Art Nouveau set? I'm going to have to find it. I don't know if I brought it with me. Pale pink. I don't want to dip into the wrong one. You know, for the winter, we fly south. So, like birds. So I don't bring everything I have at home down south, but I may have not brought that because I was going to purchase this and I knew all of the colors in the Art Nouveau set are in this set. So isn't that beautiful? That's like a baby pink. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, and this next one is Cherry Blossom Pink, number 14. I'm going to double check and make sure that I'm in the right number 14, Cherry Blossom Pink. Anytime I've heard cherry blossom, I think of more of this pink or maybe that Potter's Pink, but this pink is like a bright, it's not neon. I can't say that it's neon. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I don't know. I think that is a beautiful color. Be pretty for dogwoods. Or magnolias. That is so beautiful. Love that. Mix it in with a little bit of that pale rose or that rose beige. I don't know, man. That is really pretty for a pink. You don't come across a pink watercolor like that, even in Opera Rose. This has got a really nice freshness and spring to it. And the next one is Lilac. Oh, this will be pretty too. These would even be pretty together in a flower. Oh my goodness. This is gorgeous. There is something about these paints. That almost looks like an Easter egg. So pretty. This would make a pretty tulip too, this one. Oh gosh. If you're into pastels. Okay, so this next one is called Gem Pink, and it looks to me like it's a metallic. Oh, it doesn't want to activate as easily as the other paints. So it might be, I might spritz. This next one looks metallic too. So I won't spritz the one I'm working on because I've already got water in it. But if it's a metallic, you might want to spritz it to activate it a little bit. Okay, so this is Gem Pink. My first impression on this is not great, but it is teaching me that last tray that we have with all those opalescent and pearlescent and metallics, that I'm going to spray them to give them a little waking up time. You can't really see the metallic as I'm looking at it, but it's still wet. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, and this next one is Gem Red. Now once that sat a little bit, that is activating a little bit better now. Oh, and that looks nice. And it's like a copper. That's pretty. You gotta think, as I'm swatching, I always think, how am I going to use this? Am I going to, would I use that in a landscape or, you know, how would I use it? I don't know. Maybe in an abstract. I'm going to give this one another layer now that it's sat a minute. it is picking up a little bit better. So I'm going to give that another layer just so it can give it its best show, best foot forward. All right, so that's the top layer. That's all these colors, and we'll go on and it's off to the next layer. I'm excited about it too. Oh, look, all the blues. All right, let's let this one dry a little bit and we'll come back and start on the blues. It's really, really pretty. So, it's a couple hours later, and I'm going to do the next tray. So, the next color is Old Mauve. It's a purple tone. Gorgeous. I just really love these opaque colors. Oh my gosh, this one's beautiful. Isn't that pretty? What would I use that for? Flower? Some type of flower. I could even see it in some abstract. It's just gorgeous. That one is beautiful. Old Mauve. Now this next one is Cobalt Violet. I'm excited for this one to go down to, that is pretty. I can't wait to start using these in some videos and some pieces. I'm thinking definitely some florals. I could even see these. Oh, I can't wait to get to the greens. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Imperial Violet. That's next. So you can see that this Old Mauve, you can see the white on top of it. Can you see that? How it's kind of lighter? But yet the Cobalt Violet really isn't. It's more pure pigment. It's more transparent. Let's do the next one, which is Imperial Violet. Oh, indigo's coming up too. Looking forward to that indigo. And I'm looking forward to the blue-gray deep. Oh, blue-gray deep. Okay, this is Imperial Violet. I was looking ahead a little bit. Ooh, this is a nice dark Imperial Violet. That's really dark purple. Oh, goodness. That's beautiful. And I haven't started this one yet, but let's put it on here so maybe you can see it. It's like a dioxazine. Really pretty. Really pretty. But look how dark it gets. That's good color. Okay, the next one is indigo. I love a good indigo. Okay. Wonder if this will read as black as well. Ooh. Beautiful. Now you can see the blue coming through it. I don't have any pigment information on this. I'll have to look online. I went to the Kuratake store on Amazon and ordered these. I'll put a link in the description. Blick also has these. That's pretty. I love a good indigo blue. And then Blick also has these in open stock. So if you run out of a color, you can just reorder that color. So I do like that. All right, the next one is Prussian blue. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Prussian blue. Ooh, I think this is going to be pretty too. Prussian blue leans a little more to the green. I think swatches are so pretty in a sketchbook. But I don't like them to be in the front for some reason. I want to know what I have as far as materials and swatching things, but I don't want them to be in the front. I want to be able to open the front page and see a picture, see a pretty picture. These are really, really nice. These are a little bit dusty. Okay, this next one. Oh, I think it's going to be really nice. Blue Gray Deep. This might be a really good one. Oh, this is like a nice Payne's gray. Beautiful. Okay, so let's put that on this. If it's so dark that it looks black, look how blue. And then I'll get some of that indigo and show you the difference. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put it on in a light wash. Different. but both are beautiful. Okay, the next one is cobalt blue. Cobalt blue. Okay. Oh my goodness. Now this is having some of that resist on it as well. Oh, shoot, I put that too close. Oh well. Like that Rose Madder did. It just kind of had a little bit of wax or something on the pan, I think, and is causing some like bubbles or something. Okay, this next one's ultramarine. Everyone loves a good ultramarine, I think. You know, you may not. You may not like ultramarine blue. Everybody is different. I like a good ultramarine because you can do anything with it. You can make a green, some good greens. You can see how that cobalt is more neutral and this ultramarine is, well, that looks a little washed out. Let me turn a couple of these lights off and see if that helps the picture. How does that look? Does that look better? I'm looking at it in the yeah, maybe that looks better. It's catching a glare or something. Yeah, it just was kind of catching a glare over here. I think that looks a little bit better. Let me know in the comments below, because I turned off two lights that are in front of me, and now I just got lights to the side of me. So you'll have to let me know how that looks in the comments below and which you prefer. Okay, so we did ultramarine. This was blue gray deep, cobalt blue, ultramarine, and this next one is cerulean. That's showing white. See how that shows white? How it's lightening up? It doesn't bother me, but it's not, these are not pure pigment, I don't think. It's not going to be like Daniel Smith's cerulean blue as far as pure pigment. And we'll have to test the flow on some of these, but maybe we can do that in another video. This is a pretty one too. Kind of reminds me of this cobalt. Very similar. Okay. And the next one is turquoise blue. I think this is pretty too. Very pretty. All my little eggs here. Some of them look like eggs. These are pretty. What a way to buy a whole range of colors for really little money. So these ran around $300, but look at all the colors you get. And you know, I think this is a fantastic bargain to start out if you want a lot of colors. There are a lot of painters out there that say you don't need all the colors, and you don't need all the colors to paint a beautiful painting. But if you like all the colors and you want to get them, you can. This is a wonderful way to start, because I think these are really nice quality. Now this is grayish blue. And this is one of my favorite colors in the Art Nouveau set. It's just that it reminds me of rocks and a creek or a stream. It's so pretty. So pretty. I don't know why I like these, you know, this desaturated purple and opaque and desaturated blue and, you know, that pale pink, and then I like this alizarin crimson and this mauve taupe. I love these beiges. And you could mix these beiges with some of these more saturated colors and get, let's just do that. Well, we're waiting on this to dry. Let's just do that. Let's try that. And we'll put it on the back of this. Now, I do want to tell you and show you that if you turn this, maybe you can see the sheen. These are dry and kind of glossy. They're not matte, so they have something in them. Not all of them are matte or glossy, but if you have a fairly, you know, lot of pigment on there, then it will dry a little a little bit more glossy. Get my words out. So let's take this, set that aside, get this, and let's take this Rose Madder Deep. I think that's this one. And this is a bright color, because as soon as you add a beige, or say this rose beige, it's going to desaturate this. It's going to mute it and desaturate it, but it'll make it really pretty. That is really pretty. That is. And I don't know if there's something close to it. Maybe that cherry blossom. That is really pretty. To mute it even more, you could take some of this with this yellow. I think this is natural beige. And mix it in. Not a lot of difference. Lighter. But it's pretty. And then if you wanted, you know, you can mix with these. So let's just take a little bit of this cadmium yellow. And let's see what happens. Ooh, that's pretty. It just shifted it just a little bit. A little bit to the coral side. Let's get a little bit more. Yep. And there's a really pretty peachy color. Definitely mixable. Definitely. So pretty. I love this color here. Now this is the swatch sheet and it is curling. So I'm going to set this aside and bring this other one back. I'll label it and we will come back and do the next row of the blues. Okay, so it's the next day and I was getting tired last night, so I just stopped where I was and labeled these that I had swatched. So I'll go over those with you. Let's start at the beginning. There's the first layer. Not all the first layer. Let's see, was that all the first layer? Let me get my swatch sheet. Because I did this. No, we went on to the next page with the first layer. And oh my gosh, I ended up loving that gem pink and gem red. There's the first layer. Loving them. And there's the rest of it down to here. And these turned out very, I don't know if you can see that or not. The shimmer. I think these two colors would be great in abstracts. Okay, so we ended with grayish blue, which is right here at the bottom of the screen. And I'm going to go on to the next color, which is, let me get my sheet here so I can tell the order. Grayish blue. The next one is ultramarine pale. So I'm guessing that this is going to have white in it, which you can pretty much tell it does. You know, look at how it turns white. Oh, but these pick up so beautifully. All right, so let's go on to this. Ultramarine pale. That's so pretty. That would be beautiful for a sky. All right. Ultramarine yellow. And then cobalt turquoise light. We'll go towards the middle here. This reminds me of water. It's a color that I might like to use for water. I might have took off too much water in that one. There we go. Make my egg. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Oh, this next one is called Horizon Blue. Okay. Yeah. You know, in skies, when you paint them, and if you really look at skies, they are darker at the higher you go and lighter towards the horizon. So I can see this being a horizon sky color. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, love these colors. The next one is Pale Aqua. These are almost like designer colors. Oh, that's so gorgeous. So beautiful. I could definitely see that in an illustration. Colors of birds. That would be very pretty. Spring. Okay. Oh, this next one's Malachite. Now, Malachite in regular watercolor is like a green earth color. This is definitely more saturated. It's a beautiful green though. Beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? It's Malachite. This next one is Cobalt Green. I could see myself using these on a regular basis. These are wonderful for play. Diane Antoine uses these a lot. Denise Love uses these a lot. I'll link their channels in the description below. Denise Love does abstract work. That is pretty. Diane Antoine, she just paints. She paints freely. I just love to watch her paint. She's very, very relaxing. Okay, what's the next color? Billiard Green. These are gorgeous colors. You hear me oohing and on a lot. Gorgeous. That's a really dark foresty green. Okay, the next one is shadow green. So this is, might be a dark one too. Shadow green. It is. It's a dark. It kind of reminds me of a Pearline green. It's gorgeous. All right. The next one is turquoise green deep. Oh, I'm seeing blue. Let me make sure that this is. Number 57, turquoise green deep. Yep. Oh, wow. So pretty. That would go really well with that, with water. Oh my goodness. Such pretty colors. All right, let's go on to the next one, which is Viridian. A little syrupy feeling. That's all right. It doesn't feel syrupy on the paper. I hope you like these swatching videos. I tell you, there's nothing more relaxing than swatching if you can do it and you're not in a hurry. I'll pull that down just a little bit more. That's really pretty. That would be good on its own or as a mixer. Okay, this next one says forest green. So it's going to be a dark too. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is... These are so lovely. So beautiful. So saturated. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Okay, this next one. Oh, here's a couple metallics coming up. So I'm going to spray these so we can get some good pigment come up. This next one is green gray. Ooh, this might be my favorite green. I don't know, we got another tray of greens coming up, but this one kind of reminds me of an olive green, chrome oxide. That is so pretty. So beautiful. Now, I was gonna look, and at the end of this video, I'm gonna bring out those Kuratake dot markers and see how many actually matched with the colors of these paints, because I think that there's a possibility that they do. But I'm not for sure. I haven't checked that. Okay, here's Gem Blue. Yeah, if you spray them, these metallics, they come right up. Gem Blue. I'll give that just another layer to help it along. Nice, kind of transparent. And then the next one is Gem Violet. Yeah, if you spray them, see, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it just is really creamy and yummy. See how much gets on the brush. Let's see if you can see that. It's nice. Very nice. I could see these two colors being accent colors. Really pretty. We'll see how they dry down. Now, they're underwhelming when they're wet, but I really enjoyed this Gem Red. I enjoyed the Gem Red the most. You know, it's just a really nice coppery color. I could see that maybe in a little bit of an accent in terracotta plant, you know, pots. Interesting. Okay, that's the second sheet. Now we'll take a break and I'll label these and we'll come back and do the third color, the third tray. This one will be fun. All right, see you back here in a minute. Instantly. Okay, I've got all these labeled and they're all dry. You can see these two, Gem Blue and Gem Violet, they're a little underwhelming to me. But, you know, I mean, you're not going to fall in love with every color. Maybe you will. I don't know. But these are beautiful. Now, where I've got the pigment on a little bit too thick here in this cobalt turquoise, there is some glossiness. Same down here with this turquoise green. All of them kind of do that if you get too much pigment on there. There's the turquoise. There's some in the ultramarine. I don't know if you can see it or not. So, oh, they're in the imperial violet. Maybe you can see it. Not for sure. I don't know if the light shines on it perfectly. But anyway, let's move on. let's move on. Okay, so we're done with this tray. Here I have labeled everything here, and here is a swatch card, and it's still a little bit wet. So I'm just going to keep it on top of the trays. Here's the first tray. Isn't this box? This box is like a birchwood type. It's real lightweight, you know, but I think it's excellent storage for it. Excellent. Did I say I would link this in the description below? And I will link it in the first comment. And I have it on my community page. So there's 3 places you can find it. Okay, this tray 3 of 4. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful tray. Oh, it looks like there's white and Gofen white. It's gonna be good. I'm already liking the colors just looking at it. Here is a metallic. I will spray that when it gets a little bit closer to it. I don't see any other metallics in this tray. So let's just get started on it. Okay, the first one in this tray is Sap Green Deep. Sap Green Deep. This ought to be nice. I'm seeing several nice ones. Just off the top of my head. Oh, this is a beautiful sap green. I don't think I got enough water. Oh, this is gorgeous. There's a lot of liveliness in this sap green. Let me just go along. As I do that, I'm going to take a little bit and lift it up here at the top so you can see kind of a version of it that's kind of, I should have did that with all of them, but I didn't, so we'll move on. We'll go back and see how well they lift. This is going to be a long video. Okay, the next one is Ivy Green. Hope you can see here. Let me move my paper up. Ivy Green. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. I love greens. And lift a little bit of that up. That is so pretty. All right, and the next one is Hooker's Green. Hooker's Green. Oh, yeah. Look, that's causing that to cauliflower. So I don't know if that's a good idea. This is very similar to the sap green. The sap green's got a little bit more a little bit more earthiness to it. It's a little bit more muted. And let's see the next color. That is sap green deep. Now this next color is sap green. Okay. We'll see how this compares. And it's cool that it's one right after the other, so you can see a good comparison. All right, this is definitely more spring, a little more like a spring green. Yeah, that's more desaturated. This is more like springtime green. This is more like summer green. I like that one. Very nice. Yeah, I'm not going to go back in and lift it because it's causing these to cauliflower. So I'm just going to paint on them and not mess with it, because these are all nice washes and I like that. I don't like that cauliflowering effect. All right, well, we'll get these labeled and then we'll turn the page. Okay, so these are all dry and they're beautiful, beautiful. I've got them all labeled, so we're going to continue on. So we've got page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. These are beautiful. I'm so glad I did it in this Etcher sketchbook, because I think now that I've been working with these colors, I think I'm going to dedicate this whole sketchbook to these paints. So that will be fun. All right. So we went to sap green. Is that right? Number 53, sap green. Okay, so on the next one is sap green light. All right, let's just get started. Long video. At first I was like, oh, I couldn't breathe. I didn't want to mess up, but now I'm relaxed into it. Oh, the sap green light is pretty. Very pretty. Very pretty. Ooh, this next one is going to be bright. It's lime green. Lime green. Oh, yes. That will make some really pretty highlights. Like showing sunshine. It's really easy to show the light if you use the right colors. I still haven't mastered it. I'm still learning, but I'm enjoying the journey. Okay, the next color is greenish yellow. This is pretty too. These just pick up effortlessly. Oh my goodness. These are so silky. It's hard to explain in words how a paint feels. The more water you add, the more it just feels like you're putting water on paper. However, when you add some paints, they feel real silky. Some paints, especially granulating paints, feel a little bit grainy. Some paints, if they're more student grain, feel a little chalky. This next color is pea green. Oh my goodness. And it does. It's the color of peas. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. Okay, what would I use this color? I think this could be used for some botanicals. If you painted food, some people paint food. I think that could make a really pretty color along with this and this to make lettuce. There's just all kinds of uses that you can get from a set like this. Okay, the next one is olive green. It's a really pretty color. Olive green. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I could see doing olive branches with this green. No pun intended, but you put a little red pimento up there and that would be the perfect olive. Definitely would. Okay, this next one is a metallic, so I'm going to spray it. Give it a second. Okay, so you just got to give those metallics, you just got to give them a minute or two. I mean, not very long, but then they will just get nice and creamy and they'll pick up really nicely. Here is gem green. Ooh, I think this is going to be really pretty. Really, really pretty. I will have to say though, when they go down, when they pick up, they feel creamy, but yet when they go down, it's like kind of like syrupy feel to it. But that's pretty. That's pretty. I love the color of that. Okay, the next color we have is this. Let's see if you can see it. This green gold. This is going to be pretty. Oh, I'm looking forward to that one too. Green gold. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm going to go down here. Green gold. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love color. I love that these colors are so saturated. Green gold. The next color we have is called saffron yellow. This reminds me of a mustard color. Yeah, I think this set is the perfect set to do a sketchbook because really you don't have to do any mixing whatsoever. You can if you want. All right, the next one is yellow brown. This looks interesting. Now this color has air bubbles at the top of the pan, which they said that that is normal during the drying process. Yellow brown. It almost looks like chocolate, like milk chocolate. So that's a good idea too. That would be like chocolate milk. I could see that. Even mix that with a little bit of white or this beige over here. We're going to be getting hungry during our swatching section. Okay, so let's go over to the next page. And this next one is Raw Umber Deep. I would expect that to be kind of like a raw umber, but let's see what this color looks like. Raw Umber Deep. This is a chocolatey color too. This is more like dark chocolate. Talking about food during painting. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. That's a gorgeous deep brown color. No mixing required. All right, this next one is Venetian Red. When I think of Venetian Red, I think about bricks. This reminds me of a burnt umber or a burnt sienna, kind of in between. Burnt sienna typically is more orange and a burnt umber is more brown. This is pretty. It looks to be a little bit granulating. But I think of bricks. You know, if you, let me show you. If I took a little bit of this and thinned it out, it is more brown. Let me do it on the back of this one. Venetian Red. Now to me that does not look red. Number 403. Let's make sure, because that doesn't look red. I did not move any of these paints, so they should be in order. Number 403, Venetian Red. Yes, it does say that on the bottom. So that looks more brown to me. Okay, so let's just keep moving on, and moving on. Now this next one looks more like a Venetian Red. It's called Indian Red. Now this is more like bricks. if I had to do a building and wanted to put bricks on it, this is probably the color I would go for. This does have a little bit of pink undertone. Indian red. I can see some pink undertone there. So, still pretty nonetheless. Still beautiful. Love all the colors. Okay, the next one is burnt sienna. And this is a very orange burnt sienna. I went to a thrift store Thursday, and I seen a booth that had all kinds of scarves. And you know Diane Antoine? She did that video where she was looking for painting ideas and inspiration, and she pulled out all those scarves. That was so inspiring. It made me look at scarves in a totally different way. So I didn't buy any, but I was tempted. They were kind of expensive for a resale shop. So, burnt sienna. And the next one is Mars Yellow. This looks fun. Some of these colors have like a little bit of a waxy base on, or glaze on them. It could be binder. Mars Yellow. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. This reminds me of the ochre village in Roussillon when I went to France. These colors, I'll put a picture in so you can see. If you're interested in more pictures of what I took in France, you can go over to my Patreon channel, and I've uploaded them all there, so you can look through them. But that reminds me, I'll include a picture of the ochre mines in Roussillon, but that's what these colors remind me of. So pretty. All right, the next color is yellow ochre. Yellow ochre. It's funny that they should have yellow ochre and white, and we just did a video about warm white. I wonder if this is PY43. I haven't found any pigment information on these yet. That's a pretty yellow ochre. I love these colors. Maybe put that one up a little too high. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. Flax beige. Very pretty. Very pretty. Make sure you can see there. These colors are so beautiful. This reminds me of kind of like a clay color. So pretty. That is beautiful. This could be stone. This could be concrete. I think it looks more like stone or river rock. This color and, you know, maybe that grayish blue. Where's that grayish blue? Stones in a river. You get some inspired swatching colors. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is beige gray. This is another stone color. Very beautiful. This could be concrete. This has the undertone of the flax beige, but yet it's got that gray in it. Yeah, I would probably use this for stones, river rock. Might do a river. I might do some river rocks in this sketchbook. All right, next one is just gray. This would be a good concrete color. Gorgeous. Isn't these colors beautiful? Okay, so I'm going to finish some of these are dry, but some of them aren't. So I'm going to let these dry. I'm going to label them and we'll come back and finish out. I've got 3 more in this palette and then we've got another palette to go. So, yay! Okay, so I have painted all these. These are all dry. I've labeled them and aren't they gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I am loving these watercolor paints. So, all right, so we're going to go on to the next. Now, we have black, white, and Golden white, which looks kind of like a Titan buff or an unbleached titanium. Black, white, and Golden. So I'm going to paint the white on here. Maybe I'll put a line. Let's see, black, white. Let me put a line right here so we can see how opaque it is. Let me just put a line here. And maybe by the time I do the black, it will be dry and set in. Okay, so that's just so you can see the white. And that white would be a good mixer, you know, definitely would. All right, so let's go with the black. Oh, that feels creamy. Oh, wow. Nice and opaque. Look how dark that is. Beautiful black. Some people say don't use black in your paintings. I don't think there's anything wrong with using black. When I use black, I typically mix it with something else. So it will show up, you know, and kind of make it not look so, some people say dead or flat, but if you mix it with a little bit of blue, like indigo, or, you know, put a little alizarin crimson in it, or a little bit of turquoise, it can really make a black or even a green, can make it really, can liven it up. All right, let's check out this white. Let's see about this white. We'll put it over this black line. Might have had a little bit of the black left in this brush. We'll see how opaque it is. Nice and opaque. I'm just going to put it over half of it. I'm going to rinse my brush again and get some more white, because I think I had a little bit of black in the brush. It's pretty opaque. You can still see the line, but I think that would be a good mixer. All right, that's just one layer, and that's all I'm going to put. After it dries, I might come back and put another layer down here to see if, you know, put its best foot forward. Put its best foot forward. Here is Gofen white. G-O-F-U-N white. It looks to me like it's a little bit like a buff titanium. Oh, it's kind of like that warm white. That is pretty. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to hold it up so maybe you can. It is very subtle. Very, very subtle. Try to build it up as much as I can. Very cool. It's like that Michael Harding's warm white. Let's see, do I have that close? Michael Harding's warm white. Yeah, it looks a lot like that Michael Harding's warm white. Yay! That is so cool. Cannot complain about these paints. Cannot. If you look back at this Venetian red, it looks like it's granulating a little bit. So we'll go back over everything when we're done. I'm going to forget what I said I'd do. If I do, leave it in the comments below, because this is a long video and I'm not really going to edit it. I'm just going to stitch it together, and you know, you can tell me, oh, I missed this. Would you go back and do that again? And I will. I'll definitely do that. Okay, so this is going to be an exciting tray. This is like sumi red, sumi yellow. They all look dark. Sumi green, sumi blue, and sumi violet, and sumi brown. And then we have our metallics, our gold. So I'm going to spray these. And then down here you have Aurora red, Aurora pink, Aurora orange, Aurora blue, and Aurora violet. So let's give these a spritz. I think we're just going to have to, so they can be in their best light. Okay, I'm going to put this here. I love that last tray. Put that there so I can read it. All right, so I'm going to push this up. I wish I could have, maybe I could put it here. I should have did that all along. All right, so under this black, I'm going to start off right here, which is Sumi Red. So I'm interested. Oh yeah, there is a red undertone to this. It is like dark and inky. It reminds me of, oh gosh, Rosemary's Rosa Gallery. Rosa Gallery's Carbon Red, maybe a little bit. It's got some purple, or that A. Gallows Noturno kind of reminds me of that. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. I'd like to see that with some more watered down. Sumi Red. We'll let that dry. Interesting. Okay, so let's go to Sumi Yellow. Sumi Yellow. Okay, this looks almost green. So is there a Sumi Green? Yeah. So let's see if that says black and yellow do make green. This says Sumi Yellow. Sumi Yellow. Yep. I always got to double check, you know, because maybe they got shifted around or something. So let's go to this Sumi Green. There's a shadow on that. Sumi Green. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell. This is like a Pearline green. Very pretty. Very pretty. So I wonder if these are colors that are mixed with black. Interesting. These are darks. Okay, the next one is Sumi Blue. Sumi Blue. Ooh, this one's nice. This is like a deep gray. Like a Payne's gray. Very pretty. We'll bring it down just a little bit more. I was watching a YouTube video that says, I don't know why, but we're attracted, as human nature, we're attracted to ovals. And I thought, you know, I love ovals too. And I wonder what it is that attracts us to ovals. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite color is also and what you would use these paints for. I'm thinking food and nature and just these paints in this sketchbook. I'm glad I used this sketchbook. I was going to use these Cotty papers that I got from Jackson's. They're just little sheets, and I'm going to use them for color swatching to keep a library. I got some artist trading card portfolios, kind of like Helen Cryer has in her video, and uses to keep track of her colors. So I thought, I'm going to try that. And I seen these papers, and I think they're cut to the perfect size. So I'm interested to start that. Let me know if you want to see me document that process. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're to Sumi Violet. Sumi Violet. Oh, wow. This is really, really pretty. You know, I wonder if we took a white colored pencil and colored over it like Natasha Newton layers in her pictures, in her artwork, if that would come up as more violet. That is interesting. I seen her talk about that once in one of her videos, and that's what kind of drew me into these smoky colors. I just love these. Just love them. Okay, now we're going to go to Sumi Brown. Sumi Brown. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Sumi Brown is 6. Okay. These are all darks. I like them. I really like them. I can kind of see a warm undertone on this, where this one is cooler and this one is warmer. And this Sumi Blue is more gray. Loving these colors. Getting so inspired. I hope you're getting inspired. Let me know what you would paint with these colors. I would be interested. We can try it. All right, so I don't have any black paper for these pearlescent colors, but I do have this denim paper, or this mixed media paper by Clairefontaine. This is called Paint on Denim Mixed Media. So I might do those pearlescent colors on this, and then maybe I might be able to fit that in the pocket of this sketchbook to keep. So let's just start with this gold. This gold color is just called gold. I might need to spray it again. It kind of dried out on me. So let's go. Gold. This is number 90 gold. If you hear anything, it's that squirrel. I have a squirrel. I think we're going to have to trap it and set it free in the woods far, far away. It was seeking refuge from the cold temperatures, I'm sure, but I think it's gotten up in my attic, and we can't have that. We can't have them chewing on things in the attic. That's not a good thing. Okay, so that's gold, and I'm going to start doing it over here too, just to see. I wish I had some black paper, but I don't. Not in this studio anyway. This next one is called Bluish Gold. That's interesting. Bluish Gold. I always want a good metallic. I don't know. Where do you get that? It looks more green to me. Oh shoot, I was going to move that over a little bit. Bluish Gold. Let's see how it may not show up on this as well. Kind of looks the same. Okay. And then the next one is Blue Gold. So we got Bluish Gold and Blue Gold. This looks nice. Oh yeah, that one's nice. I haven't been able to find a gold. Well, no, that's not true. I have found a gold. It is that Schminke. I don't know where I put it, but it's that Schminke powder. This is pretty though. This is a nice one. But you mix it with a little bit of water and it paints right on, and it's gorgeous. However, you need different water for it because it's almost like it's pure mica or something. And the mica floats on top of your water, so you want to have separate water for it. Okay, the next one is Red Gold. Red Gold. I wonder if this is this. Oh, this is so pretty. Yeah. This one is pretty. That would be good in an abstract. I'm finding these two to be prettier. These two are kind of dull and are not flipping my switch. Okay, and this next one is Yellow Gold. This one might be pretty. Oh, yes. It looks beautiful in the pan. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You can almost see the mica floating on top. Yeah. So far, this is my number one right here. Let's go on to the next one, though. The next one is Champagne Gold. Which is more neutral. It's gorgeous, though. You definitely want to spray these down first. Yeah, those are pretty metallics. Really pretty. This one's still my favorite. That's pretty too, though. Okay, so we got that, Champagne Gold, and then this next one is Light Gold. light gold. It's taken a little bit more work to get this out. It's kind of rough on top too. Ooh. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's a little bit transparent. I'm having trouble getting it up. It's not activating as much as the others. That's pretty though. That would be pretty on black paper. Oh, I've been forgetting to. Yeah, that's pretty transparent. Let's go back to this yellow gold. I really thought that was my favorite. It is on this paper too. Oh man, that's just beautiful. This is yellow gold. It's like butter. The others don't show up as much. And then the champagne. Let's go back to that red gold. That's pretty on this. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. There's this one. Interesting. Interesting. They look really pretty on the white paper now that they're drying. There is some black watercolor paper. I think it's made by Hansa. All right, so let me spray this again one more time. And we'll go with these pearlescents. I don't know that they're going to show up on this white paper. We'll put them over there on the other paper. This is just a pearlescent. No, it really is underwhelming. I could see this over the top of other watercolors. That was white gold. And this one is opal pink. Oh, now that turned pink on my brush. That is pretty. Although you probably can't see it, it's so understated. Yeah, it's hard to show on this white paper. Let me think about this. Maybe I can put some ink down, some black ink, and then you could see it better. Let me try that. Okay, so I took some black ink This is Amsterdam Oxide Black acrylic ink. Now, it may not lay pretty on this ink, but we're going to find out. We're experimenting today. We're swatching, and this is not my new sketchbook. I still got that over here all nice and beautiful, but this is my Arteza sketchbook that I experiment and play and learn in. I feel like you always have to have a non-precious sketchbook. So that's what this is. Just for kicks, I'm going to do this yellow gold on here and see how beautiful it looks on black. Oh my gosh. It looks so pretty. So pretty. It lays pretty on there. All right. I'm not going to do all these golds again. Maybe I'll do this gold here too. This one was pretty. This was champagne gold. Not as pretty as that yellow gold. That yellow gold was really pretty. Okay, as that dries, it gets prettier and prettier. And it's still not dry yet. So let's go ahead with the opal colors and see how they lay down. This is what they called the white gold. Yeah, I think this was the white gold. Yeah, this one's pretty. It's pretty on black ink. It's really pretty on black ink. I can't imagine what it would be on black watercolor paper. May not be as pretty because this is sitting on top. Let's do this opal pink. Opal pink. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. You see that pink underneath? Oh, this is beautiful on black ink. Oh, it's giving me such inspiration. I could see that as butterfly colors. All right, let's go to this opal violet. Oh yeah, here's purple. Purple. Isn't that pretty? I'll hold it up closer to the camera so you can see. And I'll take some film with my, some video with my phone so you can see too. Love these. You just got to find different ways. You got to experiment. This next one is opal green. I can see the green on my brush. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. And I'm wondering if I'm getting too much. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. That is so pretty. Okay, I'm sold on these on black ink. I could see prepping my pages with some black ink. And I think I would use this wood pulp paper for that. I don't think I'd use cotton paper. Okay, this next one is opal blue. Opal blue. Oh, oh my gosh. I don't know if this does any justice. This one's prettier. I think I got too much paint on the opal violet. Okay, so that was opal blue. This is opal copper. Opal copper. Oh, yes. These are amazing. I would have, I was just thinking of background, a black background, but on ink, I think, and these are acrylic ink. So, who says you can't paint on top of acrylic with watercolors? You can do anything you want. Anything you want. Okay, and here's opal gold. Oh, yes. That is so pretty. These just make you so happy. So happy. You can do anything you want. Watercolors can make you hungry. They can make you smile. They can bring you joy. Okay, so those really made me happy. Let me hold them up for you. And then we're going to go back to the other sketchbook and do these Aurora. We're almost done. So those Aurora, I think, are going to be really exciting. Look at these. A little bit streaky, but I think I used too much paint. Let me try to get a little bit. Which one was my favorite? Probably the blue. So I'm not for sure if these would be as streaky on black watercolor paper because they would soak in to the paper, which these are pooling on top. The only one that's really pretty nice is this gold. So let's put this aside and get this back out. I haven't labeled these yet, but I'm going to put this black down and test it with some of that opal. And we're just going to put that over here. I'm getting some sun's moving around. And I'll test a couple of colors on that. It's really glaring. All right, so let's go ahead and do these Aurora colors. I may have to close the blind. That's what I'm going to have to do. Okay, that helped. That helped. All right, so let's do these Aurora colors. The first one is Aurora Pink. I have no expectations. I have no expectations. Let me just put them right here. Can you see? I got these markers out because I'm going to test them against the colors to see if the colors match. All right, let's do Aurora Pink. Oh my gosh, yes. This is beautiful. This is like granulating, they separate. And you wouldn't know that. Yeah, that is gorgeous. It's separating. I bet you that's a teal. It looks like a teal undertone with maybe PV19. Who knows? Oh no, that's Aurora Red. That's Aurora Red. Here's Aurora Pink. Make it a little bit more water. Yeah, it's separating. They look a lot alike. And this next one is Aurora Orange. I love them. I think you have everything you need in this watercolor set. Aurora Orange. I can see where that has some orange undertones to it. But it's got a lot of green to it. But it's the undertone is orange. Let me put a little water in there and there. I'm gonna leave that one the way it is. Oh, look at that. Those teal colors are coming out in that. All right, and the next one is Aurora Blue. These are beautiful. Oh, this has got like indigos in it. Aurora Blue. Yeah, that is pretty. Let me put some water in that. See how it does. I really like this. This Aurora Orange. Let me move the water a little bit. It separates into a teal. That's really pretty. Really pretty. This Aurora Blue is separating. Really pretty. Okay, and this last one, the very last one, is Aurora Violet. Ooh, I can see the purple coming through. Ooh. Wow. I love these. I love these paints. I can see this in a landscape. Very nice. Now while I'm over here, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take this opal pink and put it on top of this watercolor and see if it's as streaky. I'm maybe going to put it right here. It's so pretty. And then I'm going to take this yellow gold and put it right here. Isn't that pretty? That is pretty. I don't know if you can see it. It's subtle. I think it did better on the ink. Here's the inks. I like it on the ink better. Okay, so I'm testing these pens, these dot pens, and the numbers do not match, but some of the colors match. Like this ivy green is almost an exact match with pale moss. And the numbers are different, so I'm not seeing any matching numbers. And this pale mint, I'm not seeing any match to that. Although that could be malachite, I'm wondering. Pretty close. These are pigment pens, so this grayish green, I tried it over here with this green gray, not a match, not a match. And then, but maybe it might go with this gem green. It does, look. I think that's a pretty close match. And let's try this butter, 502 butter. 502. That is the pale yellow. I'm going to say it's going to go, I think it's going to go to Aurelian. I don't know why I can see color. I knew it wasn't going to be at lemon because it was too warm. But you can see that it's really close match to Aurelian. This oatmeal, I'm thinking it's going to go with this ecru beige. Yeah, I think it's pretty close. So even though they don't have the same names, you can still use them with your art. You just have to think outside the box. Here's a flax beige. It might go well with that too. Yep, it does. The flax beige is a little bit more dark in value, but these go really well with these paints. Let's look at this one. Oh, that was pale rose. I did pick that one out. Over here, I thought that one went pretty good with that. It's a little bit on the pinky side. and I picked out that Peach Bliss to go with that coral pink, but it really didn't go. It's too orange. And then I picked this wisteria, and this wisteria went well with this lilac. But this English lavender was too blue. As you, I don't know if you can see that. It was too blue. And let's see, this powder blue, I think I picked that out with this horizon blue. It goes really good with that and the ultramarine pale. But I think it matches the horizon blue just a little bit better. So these are fun. These are going to be fun to play with. And it says on the package that you have to store them horizontally. So what do you think of these Kuratakes? I like them. I think that they are just an amazing set, and I'm going to do those swatch cards off camera. I'm going to have fun playing with them. I'm going to use them up, and you know, I think it's a pretty inexpensive set for all of the colors you get. You couldn't get this many colors in professional paints. I just love the consistency. I love the color range. I love what we can do with these. I love the metallics. They're not my favorite. I think they're better on black paper, but this yellow gold is probably my favorite. And like I said, I'll put my Blick link in the description below, and I'll hold these up so you can see. Page by page. Let's do that from the beginning. Let's do page by page. So if you want to screenshot it and zoom in on those colors, you can. Let's see. Let me make sure I get the whole. Okay, there's the first page. That's the top layer. Here's the second. Here's the third. Oh, those are pretty. Aren't those pretty? Here's the fourth. Here's the fifth. And here's the last page. And I didn't even bother listing all those opals. Let me get those white, that black ink, so you can see that one more time. And I just put black ink down, and then those turned out a little bit streaky on acrylic. So I think they did better on the watercolor, a little less streaky. So that is it for this video. What do you think? What do you think? Leave all your comments. Let's get a conversation going. What do you think of the price? You know, it runs around $300 for this thing. Let me show you the box again. It's a beautiful box. And, you know, it has all the layers that come off one by one. I think it's a good deal for the price. What do you think? Would you go out and buy it, or would you just buy one thing at a time? Miranda Watson, she got a holder for the Gansai Tambi individual watercolors, so that might be an option. I can link her channel in the description below so you can go look and see what she got. She got it from an Etsy seller, and I think it was kind of expensive, so I think this would be a better bargain, I think. And it's beautiful storage. It's gorgeous storage. So that's one thing I like about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe and share and do all the fun things. Helps this channel a lot, and I will see you later. Bye.